Hi everyone, welcome back to the Scary Stories Day channel. Let's begin the story. It was nighttime. David, John, and Michael standing before a path leading to a haunted forest. The moon was obscured by clouds, and the village was silent. They challenged each other's curiosity, even as they remembered the villagers' warnings. They stepped inside. The flashlight in John's hand illuminated the narrow path. The sounds of crickets and frogs could be heard. They joked lightly to mask their fear. The wind began to chill. The trees looked ominous. As if Michael remained silent, his face pale. David began to feel uneasy, but he followed along anyway. John suddenly stopped. "Hey, do you guys smell it?" Jasmine. A pungent aroma immediately filled the air. They stared at each other, starting to panic. David remembered an old story. The scent of jasmine at night was a sign of the presence of a supernatural being. They stared at each other without speaking. Janta's flashlight vibrated. Suddenly, a woman's soft laughter was heard. It was faint at first, but gradually became clearer. It was a sinister laugh, not a happy one. Everyone immediately stiffened. David tried to say, "Maybe it's the sound of a nocturnal animal," but his voice was weak, full of doubt. The sound of laughter seemed to grow closer. They quickened their pace, revealing a path that felt repetitive. Michael began to tremble visibly. A black shadow moved quickly in the corner of David's eye. Bunny. His breathing grew heavier. Panic gripped them. John spoke in a trembling voice. "If you hear it again, don't look back. Don't run away carelessly." A moment later, the laughter returned louder. Longer, they decided to find their way home, but the path seemed to have disappeared. The trees all looked the same. They felt trapped. Michael let out a small cry, pointing ahead. Behind the trees, a woman with long hair and a shabby white dress could be seen standing still. The figure slowly approached, dragging its feet. The sound of the ground scraping against the ground added to the eerie atmosphere. John shouted, "Who are you? Don't bother us." The figure stopped, then raised its head. Its hair was disheveled, its face pale with pitch-black eyes, and its smile terrifying. John shouted, "Who are you? Don't bother us." The figure stopped, then raised its head. Its hair was disheveled, its face pale with pitch-black eyes, and its smile terrifying. They immediately ran in panic. Their breaths quickened, and the sound of a woman's laughter grew closer, as if following them from behind. David tripped over a tree root and fell. When he turned around, the woman was standing just a few steps away, her long hair almost brushing the ground. The figure approached, its thin, cold hand outstretched toward David. A low voice escaped its lips. "Why have you entered my territory?" David wanted to scream, but his voice was choked. John and Michael had already fled. The woman's figure drew closer, her face tense. Suddenly, the call to prayer was heard in the distance. The woman let out a shrill scream, her voice deafening. Her figure blurred and disappeared among the trees. With his remaining strength, David got up and ran. Eventually, he met John and Michael again at the edge of the forest. The three of them were pale, exhausted, and had promised each other never to enter the forest again. So, friends, that's the horror story I wanted to share. I hope it entertains you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.